Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm wearing this sweatshirt that you guys have probably seen like a million times, but there's no better time than now for a Team Internet sweatshirt, am I right? Today I'm going to be talking about my business goals for 2018. I always share some of my personal goals in my New Year's Eve video and the video, like the year in review video that I do every year. So you guys can see that soon. They'll be coming out soon. But a lot of you guys ask me, well, what are you looking forward to in terms of YouTube, in terms of freelancing, your business, all that stuff? So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the 5 things that I'm looking forward to in 2018. 2017 was a great year for me in terms of business, and I have a feeling 2018 is gonna be even better. I have a lot that I want to achieve, and I'm going to spill the goods right here. So the first sort of tangible goal, I guess, if you will, product extension, whatever, is my podcast. I am going to be launching a podcast next month in January. It is gonna happen. I haven't decided on a set date yet. I wanted to do the very beginning of January, but I think I'm gonna push it back a little bit because having a lot of issues with construction where I live, and it's becoming a little bit difficult for me to actually finish up recording. I have all the rest of the episodes that I need to film or record, I keep saying film, that I need to record, I have them all at least scripted. Most of everything is actually recorded and good to go. But in terms of interviews, it's been really hard because I haven't wanted to reach out to people for interviews because I'm never sure when is gonna be a good time for me to record. So it's something that I need to still figure out a little bit. So it might be pushed back a little bit, but I might just launch without interviews and just see how it goes. I haven't really decided yet. Either way, if you're interested, freelancefridaypodcast.com is where you can get more information. I will launch in January. Even if it is January 31st, I will launch in January. Basically, the reason behind me starting the Freelance Friday podcast was because you guys told me that Freelance Friday, the series on this YouTube channel, was your favorite. A lot of people said that. And even though it doesn't get like the craziest amount of views or anything like that, it definitely has the most engaged audience, the most loyal following. And so I thought it made sense to really focus on that. And when it comes to freelancing advice, business advice, YouTube typically isn't where I go for it. Usually I like to listen to podcasts throughout the day when I'm working or cleaning or whatever I'm doing. And I became really addicted to podcasts over this past year. I think that we are seeing a big shift in like a lot of people moving towards podcasts. So just jumping on the bandwagon. But yeah, they are really a big part of how I learn and everything. So I thought that they would be helpful for you too. And I got a lot of people requesting audio versions. And so I just decided, let me just go for it and do it. So I'm really excited. The Freelance Friday podcast is going to have long form, episodes, like 40 minutes or more, talking about a specific topic by me. I'm also going to have what I'm calling coffee break episodes. So these are episodes, I think they're all under like 15 to 17 minutes. Most of them are like 9 minutes or something. Like they're very short, and those will be kind of like bonus episodes. And then I also hopefully will have some interviews as well. But like I said, I'm having trouble scheduling those because I live in Detroit and people like to build things here now all of a sudden. And how it ties into my business, well, I think that it will help me a lot, just sort of spread my message a little bit. I never knew what braid creative was before until I started to listen to the Being Boss podcast. I never knew who Jenna Kutcher was until I started to listen to the Goal Digger podcast. So I think that it will help sort of spread my message. And I also am donating my ad space, at least for the first few episodes, to myself. So I'll be doing a little bit of promotional stuff just in the normal ad breaks that you would hear in a normal podcast. I'm not accepting sponsors, at least for the first few episodes. I probably am going to not accept sponsors for the first season, but we'll see. Second business goal is to relaunch my first course. So A Journey Social is my first online course that I created over a year ago now. It was in November of last year is when I launched that, and it's been really successful. My second one has been successful too, but going into Money Making Micro-Influencer, which was my second course, I was more proud of it because I knew how to do things at that time. I think it looks really good. I had it down. My first course was sort of just like thrown together and like I had no idea what I was doing. The slides are like square. They're not even the right dimensions. The content is great. The content is amazing. I've gotten nothing but amazing feedback from people who've taken my course. So I don't have any issues with that. I'm sure people would be happy if I continue to offer it the same way and whatever for the rest of my life. But I just want to make a couple updates to it, make it look really pretty, do some redesigns to the slides, as well as add in some bonus content. If you're watching and if you're one of the people who bought my course already, you will get these updates. So I'm gonna send out an email to everybody who has ever enrolled once I do this, so that you'll get all the extra bonus material and all that stuff too, just so you know. So yeah, I just want to make it a little bit better. I mean, I've learned a lot over this past year and change, and I think that I can make some updates to it for sure. I think that's one of the cool things about a course, is that it's not like you put it out and then like you're done with it. You can always adjust and add and make changes to it. And I think that's important, you know? I think that's important for sure. So not only do I think that that's going to be helpful to the people who have already purchased the course, but I think it'll be a good little boost in sales for me as well if I do a full-on relaunch, do a webinar with it, like fully just relaunch it, do new Facebook ads, do new, you know, videos about it, all that kind of stuff, and just like treat it like a new product. I think I want to get smarter about that and like recycling what I already have and reaching a new audience of people who may not know about it yet. So that's the second big project that I'm going to work on in 2018 after my podcast is launched and I can kind of like get that done pat, if you will. In terms of client work, there are kind of two things in this, but I really, at the end of the day, just want to try a couple of new things with clients, and here's what they are. First thing, I want to try like a real-time sort of live event, if you will. Not like a Facebook Live or something, but like an event. Like, I don't know, I've done a couple of these actually last year. I did a brunch with a former client of mine. I've done things like that. So I want to do more things like that here locally. There are so many businesses popping up around here like every day, and I think a lot of them could benefit from a real like in-person event or seminar or training or something like that. I'm not totally sure. I think I talked about this last year as one of my goals, as me putting on something that's not necessarily the same. I don't necessarily want to do my own thing quite yet, because like I said, I'm always thinking about that, but more for businesses. That's one big thing that I see being bigger and bigger and bigger this year for social media, is that yes, it's great to schedule out amazing tweets and to create great Instagram posts, but like sometimes you really have to just be there with the client and have things that are gonna like draw a crowd of people and all that kind of stuff. So I really want to focus a little bit more on that, getting out from behind the computer and actually interfacing with my clients and things like that. And then the second thing in terms of trying new things with my clients is I really want to get a client, at least one, who is in Kalamazoo, who's in my hometown. So that is something that's really important to me. This is sort of crossing over into the personal, but I spend so much time here, which is not too far from my hometown. I miss my hometown a lot. I love it there. And I want to start spending more time there, even if it's just spending, you know, one weekend a month or something like that, or a long weekend a month or whatever. You know, I focus so much on my work, and that's why a lot of the times I sort of stick around here. But I think that if I get at least one client who's out there, I'll be like, oh, I can go see so-and-so on Saturday and make a, you know, long weekend out of it. So that's something that's really important to me. And I also just want to be more involved with my community. As much as I love where I live now, I also really love my hometown. So I still want to be engaged in a part of that community in some way. So I definitely want to start trying to recruit some clients in Kalamazoo. So if you guys know of anybody, or if you are a small business or a personal brand in Kalamazoo, hit me up. Links are down below if you want to get in touch. Okay, these two are a little bit more like long-term, that will probably cross over into 2019, which sounds like so far away at this point, but it's crazy that it's like basically next year. I want to finish the first draft of my book. So I've been writing a book for a while. Like, it's something that I've been picking up and putting down. I'm not like the best writer in the world, and this is why I say a first draft, because I'm definitely gonna hire an editor, and I don't even know, maybe like a consultant. I don't even know, like I have no idea. I'm still in the very early stages of things. That's why I say first draft. But it is important to me. I've always wanted to write a book, and I have a lot of ideas inside of me that even if it's just a book that I self-publish and make for myself and just like for my friends, it's really important to me that I do that. It's something that I have always wanted to do, and I think that I have some interesting things to share for sure. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm setting aside a lot of time this year to write and also to read. They say that that's one of the best ways to become a good writer, is to read, and I've definitely fallen off ever since I graduated college. I have stopped reading a lot. I read here and there, but I want to definitely read at least like a book a month, which sounds not that much. I know, to like my avid readers out there, you're probably like, a book a month is nothing. But just to start by reading like a book a month and setting aside, you know, a few hours a week to actually sit down with my computer and write. So by the end of the year, I'll have at least one first draft, so then I can figure out what the heck else I need to do to get this in my own hands. And then the last thing is super, super broad, I guess, and a little bit terrifying. I talked about this in another vlog earlier, which sort of spurred this whole idea for a video. and I need to figure out my branding, I guess. Just my business identity and all of that stuff, because right now I have a lot of different things going on. So just so everybody is clear, I know it's a little bit confusing. It makes sense to like my clients and stuff, but to you guys who sort of know me a little bit more, and some of you guys know me in real life too, it's probably very confusing. So I have an actual official business, and that's what everything that I do falls under. But within that, I have a journeys.com, which is a blog. It's a lifestyle thing. It's, you know, sort of just like fun. But I also sell things, which is like my online courses, and any consulting and stuff that I do falls under ajourneyeast.com. So essentially this is my B2B side. So it's like me selling my services to other people who are like me, if that makes sense. Then I work with other small businesses and personal brands who want to hire me for my services. So that includes anything from like if they want to hire me to shoot a video for them, edit a video for them, do social media consulting, run their social media, do real-time events, like do anything like that. Like any other business who they're not looking to become a social media manager, they just need a social media manager, whatever, that's what that is. And then I also own like LatashaJames.com, I own FreelanceFridayPodcast.com, like I have all these different things, and I feel like they could probably be in one website or maybe at least two. I'm trying to at least get it down to two. So I just need to figure that out. And then my YouTube channel doesn't make sense because I don't want it to be called a journeyist anymore. I really don't, but that's how 11,000 people on the internet know me, and I'm afraid that if I change it, are people gonna be able to find me, you know? And then it's like, also people are really weird on the internet, and I have talked about this before, like I don't necessarily hide my name and things like that, but I don't necessarily want to super advertise it. So I have some thinking to do. I don't know like if I just want to be latasha.com or like, you know, whatever. I have no idea, but I need to figure that out. I need to sit down, probably talk to some, you know, experts in that, and maybe it's fine, I don't know. But I just really, even if it is fine, and even if I do keep doing things separate, like I have like a journeys.com and then like my business website.com, even if they work as separate entities, I still want to change a journeyeast.com. Like I don't want a journeyist as my brand anymore. It doesn't make sense. I could probably explain it to you guys, but I would bore you, so I'm not gonna do that. But it's not something that I really connect with anymore. And I don't not connect with it, but it just, I feel like it could be a little bit more aligned to my brand, if you know what I mean. So yeah, those are my 5 big goals for 2018. I'm sure other goals and aspirations will come up along the way, but those are my 5 main ones. Sounds like a lot, but I have a feeling that I can knock them all out for sure. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your goals for your YouTube channel, your Instagram, your business, whatever. Let me know what they are in the comments down below. You can also share with the Facebook group. It's called Money Making Micro Influencer. If you'd like to join that, I'd love to get like really into it and talk to you guys one-on-one there. And that's all I have today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon for another episode of Vlogmas. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell icon so you can get notified when I upload, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.